for our meetup number 7. So this is a big meetup for us. First time we have so many people, so that's good. Thank you to all the JSOCers who joined us and for XWiki. So what I was proposing is that maybe we should go around the table since there are a lot of new people, and very quickly explain what you're doing on XWiki, and maybe what you are, if you have any question, and what you're interested from this meeting. So I will start. So I'm one of the one of the core developers developing on XWiki. And what I'm interested by this meeting is mostly to hear from XWiki users, to know how they use XWiki, and the issues that they face and the ideas that they have for improving XWiki. Okay, so going from left to right, on my left to right from what I see, maybe Adel, you can continue.
Okay, so hi, I'm Adel, and I'm an intern here at XWiki, and I've been working on LTNN, the new LTNN platform from the past month. You can check it out now on ltnn.xwiki.org. And yeah, cool. I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. So for those who don't know, this ltnn.xwiki.org allows anyone to contribute translations. So since we have a lot of JSOCers, if you want and you're interested, and that would help, you feel free to translate into your language, XWiki into your language. That will help the software be localized in various languages. Okay, next, Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm interaction designer at XWiki. I was just saying on the chat that there's a limit of 10 users, so maybe there are more people that want to join the call, but they cannot because we are limited by Google. So that's good to know for the future.
Oh, we have only 10.
Yes, bad. So Alex wanted to join. He's in the office and he could not, so yeah.
But Alex is here. He's on the chat. I can see him.
No, Alex.
Sorry.
Our Alex, not Alex.
Yeah, the other one, okay.
Okay, so my purpose is to make XWiki easier to use, and I focused on usability, and I do also content. So if you want advice on your interfaces and how to look, so they look much nicer, you can ask for my help. Okay.
Cool. So still going from left to right, Eddie?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Well, don't say anything, just say that if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm part of the XWiki community.
He's a long time committer on the XWiki core. Being a bit less active
GSOC as well
these days, but working on other stuff, but still following what's going on, right?
Yeah, the stuff that I've actually started working on is the CAPTCHA module. So
yeah,
refactoring it. That's related to the product directly.
Indeed.
Yeah, and yeah, this is what I want to say, that I started as a GSOC student as well.
Yes.
And then GSOC side secondary mentor and org admin. So I'm handling org admin stuff for GSOC this year. Of course, there's also Thomas, there's also you, but handling and I'm sending stuff for GSOC this year. Of course, there's also Thomas, there's also you, but
Shubham, maybe you should mute yourself because we have some problem with mic. Thank you. Eddie, you had finished? You're muted.
Yeah. Just go on, please.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Neha, maybe you want to say a few words about what you're doing and and if you have any special question for this meeting or what you're interested in.
Yes, hello all, I'm Neha and I'm from India and I'm a final year student of engineering here. And I am glad to be a part of XWiki as a GSOC summer student. and I'm working on improving XWiki importer, and I'm working under Shubham and Thomas. So thanks to them for guiding me. And currently, I'm working on quick workarounds, and understanding the code and fixing some little bugs. Then I'll be improving some like more features like image links support, and some indented list which is already there but is breaking down. So yeah, I'm looking forward to work with you all. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Neha. Shubham, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, sure. Hi. So I'm Shubham. I participated in the GSOC last year for XWiki, where I built the XWiki importer. I also made it for GCI this year and the current GSOC for the same project. And yeah, by the way, I got my visa for the GCI trip and all set for that now.
Cool.
That's a very good news. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you. Stefan?
Hi, hi everybody.
Yeah.
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So happy to be in touch. I'm in relation with XWiki since 2005, where I met Ludovic by the time I was working at Mandriva, the Linux editor. Now I joined company as an employee almost 2 months ago as a developer, and part of my time working also on client projects as a project manager. I have authored recently an extension that makes it possible to work with page relations. I will paste it in the chat for relating pages to one another. And today I'm working on client projects, and I'd be interested, if we have time, to speak a little bit about the status of the validation framework of forms within XWiki.
Okay, excellent. Actually, I don't know how much time we will have, but one idea would be, if you're interested, to show us a bit this relation application that you've done. So maybe,
sure. Yeah, maybe for time.
We'll see. For those who don't know, several of us have mentioned a company, because several of us are working for a company called XWiki SAS, xwiki.com. Which is a business company. So there is the open source project and this company, and we're trying to separate those. So they both have a different governance, and this company is doing some services and support, etc., for clients who wants to use XWiki. So I'm from this company. Stefan is also, Adele also, Eddie, Cathy also, Thomas also. Okay, next is Thomas.
Already? I thought it was Alexei before me. And
maybe we don't have the same order.
So, I'm Thomas. I'm working for XWiki SS and the XWiki project since about 10 years now. Just 1 year less than Vincent, I think. Something like this. I'm mostly working on not visible stuff. And these days I'm learning Android stuff thanks to Alexei and Pawan.
Cool. Thank you, Thomas. Next is Vivek. Vivek, or Remorax, for those who see him on the chat. You want to say a few words? You're muted. Vivek, yeah.
Hi everyone. Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Vivek, and I'm working on integrating the Blockly editor under Vincent sir and Clement sir. And so far I've implemented version 0.1, and in that, I've integrated a basic default toolbox for if condition, for loops, and all of those things. And the code gets compiled to JavaScript, and it shows in that div. And that's it. And so the next thing I'll be working on is saving that code to the page. Then after that, once that's done, I'll add support for velocity as well.
Okay, cool. Will you have time to do a demo of something a bit after, or is it not ready?
Right now, I guess like I could show you what I've done so far.
By sharing your screen a bit, but just finish the roundtable and maybe you can do that quickly. It doesn't need to take long, like a few minutes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, let me try.
Okay, while we finish the roundtable. Alexei, could you say a few words?
Yes, 1 second. Is it okay? In my city now night. Yes, I'm Alexey Ovsyannikov. I'm from Russia. Now I'm in China. I'm student of Wuhan University, software engineering faculty, and I'm Google Summer of Code intern, and I hope that I will improve and fix Android authenticator of XWiki. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. It's very nice to see your faces, all of you. It's nice when you're working with someone to see their face. I think that's good. So I think we have everyone. Well, maybe there are some others who are not visible here but participating. Kathy, you mentioned Alex. Alex is with you also, or does he want to introduce himself?
Yeah, wait a bit. He will come at my at my place.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I saw that there's no place for others, so limit is of 10 or something like that. Right now, I'm also a committer of XWiki, and right now I'm dealing with some releases on some applications that I work today. So I will just be listening with my colleagues here in the office and enjoy this meeting.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. First question for the JSoccer, maybe. Is there anything that's not clear for any of you that maybe you have some question, an important question that you would like to ask, and maybe it's the right place to actually ask them since we are face to face. So I don't know, and we discussed a lot on the chat, etc. So maybe everything was already answered there. But in case there is something, maybe you could ask the question or about anything. There any? No. No. Okay, all is clear. That's great. Okay, then Vivek, are you ready to show something? So there is there is a screen share option. Yeah.
I don't see it actually.
It's on the left, top left. It's a green button with an arrow.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Let me just open the editor. Are you all able to see?
Yes. I will keep it like this. Yeah. XWiki takes a lot of time to initialize.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now I can create blocks. And,
Okay, so that's Blockly. For those who don't know, so Blockly is a JavaScript tool from Google, allowing to visually write programs by combining blocks. For those who've done some Scratch, it looks very similar to Scratch.
yeah, so just making a simple if condition here. So I can just show this, and
So this,
the code is generated.
Yeah, so this is what it generates. Okay. Okay, cool. And Vivek, have you linked to the editor in the edit menu? Does that work or not yet?
Yeah, it works. It actually, like, pressing Blockly takes me to this editor page, and
okay,
and I get the Blockly thing. Actually, like, what I need to work on right now is I need to first make sure that the content of the page is loaded into the div, and I can then use Blockly to edit the content of that page.
Okay, it sounds promising. Okay, cool.
Do you want to edit the content, or you want to add the JSX extension and use the JavaScript from it? I mean, should we use the XWiki content, or should we use an extension for JavaScript and write in from it?
Well, the idea is to be able to generate the same thing as you would write in a wiki page.
Okay.
But being able to do that visually to help people who don't have programming to get started on very small scripts. The idea is to have some blocks. So Vivek was showing the default blocks, but the idea would be to have some also blocks that call some XWiki APIs to do simple things. For example, imagine that you wanted to write a script that sends an email.
Yeah.
We could have an email block to send an email, and you just drag and drop this email block, maybe fill some variables, and then that would send the email. Okay, thank you, Vivek. Yeah, sorry, you want to say something? There's a lag.
Yeah. Also, sorry. One thing that could be interesting also is to create, to be able to render the blocks into different code. So I don't know if it has been already said, but like velocity code, for example, that would be like super useful for XWiki. Yeah, no.
Yes, no, it wasn't said. Yes, velocity is the first target because that's the scripting language we use the most. But yeah, indeed, if we can use others that we support, like Python, Ruby, etc., that would be great. But first, I mean, it's already challenging to do it with velocity. Okay, cool. Any other JSDoc who wants to demonstrate something? It wasn't planned, so don't feel compelled at all. No. Okay, so maybe Stefan, you could do a quick, very quick demo of the relations extension.
Okay, sure. Thank you. I will share my screen as well. So I will show you how I'm using it for my management of my personal data. I'm using XWiki for organizing some cultural stuff I'm interested in, like books, films, movies, people, contacts, mostly. So for instance, I will open the page film. And here on my screen, well, I have a standard wiki page here, but in the upper panel, you can see two things. The first one is called facets. I will come on that later, but the second one is called relations. So here we can see actually all the wiki pages which have a relation to the page titled film. So mostly it's only movies, films that have a relation with this page. And I can navigate the page by, for instance, here I will select, well, on the top you see clusters of pages which have strong or many relations with at least one relation of film. This makes it easy to apply filters, like for instance, to see all the movies that have a relation with humor, fun movies. I hit the humor link, and here I have direct access to all the comedies, like Dr. Folamour by Stanley Kubrick. So I can navigate to that page, and on that one I have both the direct relations and the inverse relations. So this page has a relation with the film page, with humor page, and also with Eric Reinhardt. I don't remember why, maybe because he wrote a book about this, or he mentioned the movie in a book. So on this page, Eric Reinhardt, I can see I have relations with person, because this is a person, with literature, and with this movie. If I hit literature again, now I have many pages related to literature. So the basic, it's not yet very user-friendly, but the basic idea is to help you organize wiki pages as a graph and to navigate the graph easily. So we have many improvement ideas. First of all, we'd like to make it possible to type the relations. Like the default type is that one page relates to another, but we could have other types of relations, like is author of, or is present in, or any relation you can imagine. And also, well, yeah, other improvements we have in mind is to make it possible to store as relations all the page fields of any object. So again, so as to make it easy to navigate the graph, and also to take into account all the refactoring actions, like moving, renaming pages should have a direct impact on the relations. So it's a basic prototype. If you have, Katie has already started to bring feedback. So thank you very much, Katie. Anka is also interested in this for implementing this for a customer project. The customer is interested in the way the Wikipedia categories work, and we can provide some similar features with the relations. So I'll be happy to have any feedback, and I hope it will be useful to the XWiki community. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Stefan. Any question?
Any question?
No, okay. Well, thanks. I find the idea interesting on my side. I remember someone demonstrating something on XWiki, very similar.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool to see that coming to XWiki also. Mm-hmm. Okay, next. Yes, Katie?
Would you want to put the example you have locally, like some demo package for that extension? Because it's really nice to see with so much content, or is that your private data that you would like to share or not? Or, I mean, it's very powerful when you see it. When I tested, I had just mine, but having the ability to test it with all your database would be interesting as a demo.
Okay. Glad to hear. I guess we could easily enhance the help applications that we provide by default by drawing some relations between some movies, some actors, contributors, and also to showcase something a question that popped up when I discussed with you, Vincent. You were mentioning IMDb as a metadata catalog. Of course, a lot of data is there, but if you want to cross-relate some domains like movies with music, then IMDb for sure don't have all the the songs or the albums of actors who happen to also be singers.
Yes.
So we could create some relations between different domains, literature, movies, music, etc.
Yes, that could be interesting. One thing is what Cathy was saying is that you could have two modules. So one module is the UI module that generates the XR for this application, but you could have another UI module that generates a demo, and they're not the same. So that you can install. If you install the demo, it would have a dependency on the other one.
Okay.
So that you get both the demo plus the other one, but you can also install the software without the extension, without the demo,
right,
for example.
Yeah. So
this is what we do for the release notes application. There is the app plus a demo package. It allows to have both, because putting it in the help extension is a bit complex, because the help is bundled by default, and this extension is not by default.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the clarification.
Okay, cool. Clément is next to you, right?
Yes.
Just an idea. Do you have a demo ready for the gardening application extension that you've just written not long ago?
Well,
not really.
I'm not sure that I have like a running instance with it installed. I can try to put
because when we look at the I was just checking the recent extensions.
So you're gonna show the extension page.
And here's the link, and when you go there, I have to say that the documentation is pretty sparse and terse.
I promise you, I will do it. I just have to find time. But
I'm just curious to say it. I could install it, I guess.
Okay. No, I don't have anything planned for today. Maybe for the next meetup. Actually, we have some improvements regarding the UI to do, and I'm also facing a bug which prevents me from using some script services on some XWiki installs, and I don't really know why. So it's not completely stable for now.
Okay, for the JSOCR, that could be interesting. This is a very small extension that allows to execute scripts in wiki pages, but in a way with existing scripts. So it allows you, it will teach you how to do that also. So it works in with two fields on the screen, from what I understand. One field is about doing a query on all pages that you want to act on. So imagine, for example, that you wanted to do some anti-spam and delete all pages that contain such keyword on your wiki, or you wanted to change the syntax of a certain number of pages at once. So you would put you would be able to write a little script that does a query, and then there is a second field that concerns the action you want to do on those documents, those pages. And again, you can write some small script that does various things, like delete the page, change its content, I don't know, whatever, send an email about them, about the links to those pages, whatever.
Yeah. So, well, actually, the application does a bit more, as you can override some of its default compartments. You can, for example, run gardening jobs without relying on wiki scripts at all. This is useful if you have a big job and you prefer doing it in Java, for example. So you can write a package that will use the gardening APIs and without having to use the wiki scripts. Also, the script when they are declared, they are wiki components. So you can somehow, you can either package some wiki pages using having the scripts and, for example, create another app that depends on the gardening app and that contains some, for example, gardening scripts that are related to spam users, for example. So you can install a collection of scripts that will help you get rid of spam users. And so we can do multiple things. The main issue is this script service problem and a bit of UA refactoring also.
Yes, and one idea is that I don't know if you know, especially for JSOCers, we have a subwiki called snippets.xwiki.org. It's an interesting wiki because it contains a lot of scripts that you can put in wiki pages and using XWiki APIs that do a lot of various things. So they're good as examples of things that you can do in wiki pages, and a lot of those are garden scripts. How to keep things, how to change the author of all pages, etc. So one of the idea of this gardening application was also to be able to have all those scripts be available in this application to be able to first use them more easily, but also to learn from them directly from within that application. Anyway, it's a good resource, snippets.xwiki.org. Yes, Kathy?
A small note regarding the name of the application documentation. You might want to be more explicit and saying like wiki gardening, because for normal users, gardening means plant in the garden.
Sorry?
Gardening means helping plants and working in a garden. Okay,
yeah, but actually the concept, the idea of the application itself was at first it was it was kind of a joke. The first name of the application that we wanted to have, actually it was one idea that we had with Anka, was application auto mower. But so yeah, there's been a bit of thinking behind this name, and yeah, I do understand that it's not the first meaning of gardening, but actually
I think it's okay, Kathy. I think it's okay because gardening has a meaning in the wiki context.
Yeah.
Yes, but wiki gardening. Okay, yeah. And also you need more pictures in documentation. So
sure, no worries. Actually, if you have like a mower at home, I will need some pictures. But
I have one. I have an auto mower. It's a robot. It's a robot lawnmower, basically.
Nice.
Okay. Anyone wants to show something? Talk about something? Come on, don't be shy.
We had some good feedback about the changes in 10.4 with the 3 navigation panels. So
you want what?
I don't know if what? No, I don't want the feedback, but I don't know if you wanted to show the release notes or not. But at least we know that the recent changes are very welcome by some of the users that gave us feedback.
Yes, we don't have actually there was Pascal before, but he's left. He was one of the user of XWiki.
But we are too many.
Maybe he got ejected because of the 10 user limit. So the release note there, I'm not sure there is much to discuss. I don't know for the JSOCer if you're following that. We're releasing XWiki every month. So we just released version 10.4 last Monday. And we have some release notes page. Maybe Kathy can put the link. And so we're trying to do nice release notes explaining what's new in XWiki. I don't know if you've seen those before. Have you? Yes? Okay. And so now we're starting version 10.5 of XWiki standard. And again, there is a roadmap page if you're interested to follow up, see what's going to happen. There is also a roadmap page, and you can put the link there also. Let me find again. I will paste it. Yes, Kathy has done it. Okay, cool. Okay, we could, if nobody has anything to say, we could either stop, or I could also show what I've done on JUnit 5, but I'm not sure if it's interesting to everyone. This is about this Java development, and we've integrated JUnit 5 now in our testing framework, internal testing framework. But I don't know if this is interesting to anyone. So it depends on you. It's not very visual. It's not directly related to usage of XWiki. It's more an internal thing. Which, by the way, for the JSOCer, it would be nice that you guys could write automated tests for your extensions. If you're writing in Java, then it's about writing JUnit tests. And if it's about if you're writing wiki pages, then we also have ability to write functional tests automatically using Selenium. So this allows to test all the pages, to do the navigation automatically as if you were a user, filling form, etc. So that's a good way to make sure that the extension work continue to work when changes are brought to the extension or to XWiki itself. We can talk about it's a bit advanced, so we can talk about this later on. But something to keep in mind is that the work that we would like you to do is not just to develop the extension, but also to make sure it's of good quality. So following best software practices. Maybe that's one of the things that you can learn out on this project is about the software practices, because we have quite elaborate strategies on that. But also, so writing the test, but also writing documentation and making sure that the extension is properly advertised and easy to use, easy to upgrade, etc. So it's a full thing. We want the extensions to be as nice as possible, and in the future too. Okay, so let's maybe stop here, unless you have some other things to discuss.
It would be nice at the next meeting to have some more demos from the students, or is there any...
Yeah, sorry, I have to go for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Can someone take over, please, for discussing things? I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. And also, I don't know, maybe the GSOC students, I don't know, do they need some more questions or about the mails? Did everyone receive mails? Are you subscribed to the mailing lists? Okay. So my filters on the notifications or on the releases we have, and that's the main communication channel. But if you, I don't know, if you have more questions, I guess you're using the IRC. But do you think you would be able to make a demo to the next meeting? We are doing this once a month. So Neha and Alexei, it's okay for you to prepare? I know Remorax did it today, but also next time would be also nice. Okay. Vincent is back. You were very fast.
So, are we done, or someone wants to do something, demo something, or whatever? No?
I guess we're done. Can we schedule now the next meeting so that the students can prepare their demos? Or?
So normally those meetings are on Thursdays, and they are monthly, so once per month. And they are usually, because we release also monthly, so we release on the Monday, usually it's the Thursday after the release. So I don't have the calendar here, let me check, but it would be the next one. So today we're the 24th. We are releasing, I need to check the roadmap page. So we are releasing 10.5 on 18th of June. Which means 18th of June, which means 21st of June. So yeah, the next one should be 21st of June. Okay, yeah, indeed. If some of the JSOCers can do some demo of what they've done by then, that would be very nice.
That's after the first evaluation.
Okay.
So there should be something.
Yeah, so there should be some stuff, yes.
Go, Alexei, sorry.
No, all right. I think that for Android Authenticator, we will be able to make some presentation as a, I don't know, video, or I can just share some release version, beta release version to all in XWiki, and to test this and to show this in action.
Yes,
okay?
Yes, it's very fine. Of course, you shouldn't wait for this meetup to publish anything. So yeah, you should do that as soon as possible. And that's a general recommendation for everyone, by the way. You should, as soon as you need to try to work by small with small changes in mind. So as soon as you've got something, even if it's very small, but you should package that as an extension, do a version 0.1 or 0.2, whatever, release that, and then work incrementally to improve the features. But it's very important that you release often so that other people can actually try and provide feedback on what you've done. If you wait several months before showing something, then you will only get the feedback at the end. And if it's not the right direction or not the right thing, then you're losing all this time where you could have had feedback before. So it's very important that you work by slices, small slices, and progress.
Okay, I have, in this case, I have one question. I and Thomas have talking about some server for Android. I don't know, is it okay to discuss about this here? But we need some build machine or build server to build some better releases from point to point, or I can build this on my machine. I don't know what will be okay or what will be better.
I talked about it with Kevin. He needs to upgrade some of our build machines. So
Kevin is one of the infra guy at XWiki SS.
I'm bugging him every day.
Okay, so the answer is that
get it.
So Thomas, so the answer is that XWiki SS can provide some machines to help for this project.
All we need is just to upgrade one of the Jenkins build agents to Debian, to the next Debian version. That's all.
Okay. Okay, cool. So thank you, everyone. It was very nice to see you in real life, or almost in real life, at least in visually. Well, good luck for your JSOC projects. And I hope to see nice things next time that you can demonstrate. So let's keep in touch on the list and on the chat. And good evening. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Next time.